This video is going to tell you a little bit about the information that's in this shopping list page. One thing we do recommend doing is changing the page size to all, so that you can see all of the products listed in the one page. You don't have to go back and forth between multiple pages. And once you change that, you shouldn't have to go back and change it again. It should stay like that every time you log in. So we'll just start over on the left-hand side, the reference column. This is just a number that we use to identify the products that we have on our inventory. And some of them, if you click on the product number, it will bring up a description, a more detailed description of that product. So for example, this product, the best by date has already passed, and then in the description we can see that we've listed the best by and the manufacturer has provided us with an extension date if you need a copy of that item. And then in the product column, it's just the name of the product. A couple things to look out for in here. Anything that says family case needs to be distributed as a whole entire case to one family, because the items inside are either not individually packaged or they're not individually labeled and can't be distributed outside of that case. We saw this example just now, but anything that has a date listed after the name generally means that the best before date has passed, and we obviously think it's still safe to distribute, but we just want you to be able to make that choice for your own pantry. Anything that has bulk listed after the name simply means that there's nothing individually packaged within that case. It's just one case of the one item, and really that's just good for meal sites, or if you've got a couple large families that could again use that whole entire case. Any USDA items will always have USDA at the beginning of their name. The couple that have bonus at the end of their name just indicates that those products are 14 cents a pound instead of 4 cents a pound. In the storage column, there will only be 3 options: dry, frozen, and refrigerated. A cool trick for this one, if you, for example, don't have a freezer or a refrigerator and you can only do dry product, if you click this little star up the top left-hand corner and then select dry and hit apply, it will actually take out all of the frozen and refrigerated items so that you don't run the risk of accidentally ordering something, and then when it gets to you, you don't have anywhere to store it. And then you can cancel that by just opening up the same menu and hit reset. The packing column is a really important one to pay attention to. This is what is actually going to tell you how many of each individual item you'll be receiving in a case. So for example, we see the pesto is 8 6-ounce jars. So the first number is the quantity and the second number is the size of each individual item. Another example of a bulk product down here. If it says bulk, it's just, there's no count, it's usually just a weight. The type just refers to basically the grocery store aisle that you would find that item in. And again, we have the little star up the top here, so we can sort if we wanted to. So if we were looking for some fruit, you would just select fruit and hit apply, and it will show you the options we have for fruit. And then again, you can reset or choose a different item. The price is automatically calculated based off our service fees. The service fees are charged per pound, so depending on the case weight and the service fee that's applied to that product, the price will reflect that. We only have 3 service fees at the moment. It's either free, 4 cents a pound, or 14 cents a pound. The 4 cents a pound is only for these USDA items that don't have bonus after the name. And then anything perishable should never have a service fee on it. If it does, definitely let us know. It could be an error. The unit most of the time will say case. Occasionally it might say package or each. An example of an item that would say package are our bags of potatoes. Because it's just a bag, a 7-pound bag of potatoes, it will say package. Something that could say each would be, for example, when we have watermelon on produce, we just list them as one watermelon, and that would be an each item. The weight is the weight of the entire case. So if you are looking at these chicken tenders, you can see it's two 10-pound bags. The case is about 22 pounds. There is a little variation in there, but generally speaking, that would be accurate. And then the available column is the number of that item that are available to your agency to order. The nice thing about this system is that it is a live system, so if another agency is going in and placing an order at the same time, and you're trying to order the same product, those numbers will be reflected in the shopping list. It changes automatically.